comes to York. Thank you.
Dr. Rupa Huq.
Charles, Ian actually would not be here without the railways. Both have got stations underground, overground, not wobbling free, east, west, south, Broadway, Common, Central, and it is in that there London. So people might be thinking, you know, you're all right, Jack, there. But I want to counter this misperception that has grown up around the government's levelling up rhetoric. And it's in the suburbs of London where sort of we feel this most acutely. Our trains are full and getting fuller, fares are rising faster than wages. And West London itself, the sub-region with Heathrow, is a key driver of our national economy. But it needs transport fit for purpose. Not just to and from central London, but between the suburban bits. So look, an obvious solution to this would be breathing life into the old Beaching Line Orbital, West London Orbital. So you've got Ealing, centre of West London, to the north, Brent Cross, lots of jobs there, to the south, Brentford. But try getting between any of those three, you know, good luck to you there. And there's the super development opportunity area of Old Oak, which is promised. 24,000 dwellings, jobs, jobs, jobs. Again, this could link all of them, but no chance in sight because this government will not commit long-term funding to TfL. So instead we have the ignominious situation of cap in hand, 11th hour settlements being marched to the top of the hill and down again. And we are the only capital city pretty much on earth, I'm not counting Singapore in this, where there's no central government subsidy. We need reliability, predictability, all those things. And you know, the current Prime Minister, when he was Mayor of London, was bequeathed a whole load of goodies from his Labour predecessor. The bikes that bear his name, the TfL rail overground, it used to be quite scary when it was the Silver Link, it's brilliant now, the DLR extensions, bus investment. But for Sadiq Khan, bless his cotton socks, the cupboard is bare. I certainly will.
Thank you, Sir Charles, and can I thank the Honourable Lady for giving me it's much appreciated. I'd like to congratulate the Honourable Member for York for securing debate. I've been listening intently to what she's been saying about the situation with the rail finances for TfL, but would she agree with me that if the RMT trade union didn't strike so often in London and bring the whole of London to a standstill, that TfL finances might be in a bit better position?
The honourable gentleman is falling into a Tory trope of union bashing. The trade unions, and I'm a proud trade unionist, are there to better the conditions of their members. And, you know, we don't want exploitation, do we? Is he going to be shoving kids up chimneys next? I really fear what the track he's going down. So, I mean, look, I think what we need, it's a bit of a smokescreen, isn't it? We need long-term funding, a dependable model for London. And we used to have that. Every other London mayor had that. And then suddenly what happened in 2016? George Osborne cut the support grant. And I think it had something to do with the complexion of the City Hall. But look, I'm not going to, because I don't get extra time anymore. So no. With COVID giving way to a cost of living crisis, what did we see from the Chancellor? A cut in fuel duty and a 3.8% rise in fares. And look, I'm not counting that gimmicky video, whatever it was, that thing, 1% of journeys will be affected by it if you can get your cheap fare going to the right place on the right day. It's not going to affect any of my constituents. So meanwhile, we can only marvel at what they are doing outre-Manche, what they're doing in the rest of Europe. Look at Austria's climate ticket that they've done. Or in Germany, they have a €9 a month regional transport ticket. And here, if you're aged between 25 and 65, which is probably most of the people in this room, you're not eligible for a national rail card, which they have elsewhere. I'd urge the Minister to look at something like that. So in conclusion, the future of rail should include projects that complete vaguely on time. I've got an Oyster card holder that says Crossrail, new for 2018. The future of rail would have considerate construction. HS2 goes through my seat. They have made life a misery for the residents of Wellshouse Road, NW10. The future of rail would also have a visionary government that could think long term, rather than any time any London MP stands up to say anything, to say back, it's all Sadiq Khan's fault. When we know that our London Mayor is doing a fantastic job against the odds. You don't level up the country by levelling down London. And, you know, the new Piccadilly line trains, due 2025 are being built in Yorkshire. So, you know, level up London, the whole country benefits from it. Let's get Ealing, Acton and Chiswick back on the rails. And now that's what I really call levelling up.